All right, let's go ahead and get started with some announcements while we wait for some more people to come in. So, we may talk about future features in the Academy, and if so, please take note of our safe harbor statement for forward-looking statements. As always, please check out our community. The link is there, the short link is there. And of course, as noted, this Academy will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube. All our academies are recorded and uploaded to YouTube. You can check it out at the Now Community channel, as well as the AI Academy playlist. This AI Academy is for you. It's an opportunity for you to learn and to ask questions, for get fresh ideas, get better understanding, practical guidance. Again, it's recorded, and please use the Q&A panel to ask your questions, and we will do our best to answer them. Today, we're going to cover Now Assist skills in the Xanadu release that enhance agent productivity. These are new generative AI-powered features that can improve agent effectiveness and accelerate your time to value. Our goals for the day, we'll do a brief overview with some slides to show what these skills do and what they're about, followed by an exercise/demo live in an instance. And then we'll wrap with upgrade guidance for when you upgrade Now Assist from one version to the next. And then we'll finish with Q&A. One of the skills available for as part of Write with Now Assist is email reply generations. So now as an agent, when you're replying to emails on a case, and this is on any Next Experience workspace, you can use Now Assist to generate context-aware email responses. In other words, we could use Now Assist to write email responses for you based on the context of the email and then the context of the ticket. So that's going to save agents some time and some, mind and brain energy, right? And you'll have the ability to make the emails longer or shorter, and of course, jump in there and edit it if you need to. And this skill is currently available in English only, but look for the future in terms of enabling this for multiple languages. Another skill that's activated with Write with Now Assist feature is a recommended response for chat reply. So if you are using agent chat and you're an agent and you're looking to try to respond to a user's question, maybe get some ideas from generative AI, you now have the ability to generate a response to a user's chat. Again, based on not only on the context of the chat, but also any KB article. So I'll do a bit of a mini search for you in terms of, what would be the most relevant response to the user based on everything that all the KBs that are in the instance and what's been talked about so far in the chat. And of course, you have the editing capabilities. You can go again, jump in there, human in the loop, and edit any response that Now Assist comes up with, right? You can make it longer, you can make it shorter. Again, only available in English as well. So yeah, these are just two ways that Write with Now Assist enables agents to work faster, save some time, kind of get the brain juices flowing whenever the user presents an issue to the agent. So these skills I just mentioned is included with the Now Assist for ITSM and the Now Assist for CSM products, right? For email reply recommendation, that's currently only available in Now Assist for CSM, but you can look for this to be available for ITSM soon. Some other features that have been also agent productivity related that is also available, don't forget, is sidebar chat summarization. So for those of you who are using Sidebar, which is more of an agent-to-agent chat tool, that is available. And then don't forget knowledge generation as well. And I think we did an academy on this in the past, but agents have the ability also to create and generate knowledge articles, again, based on the context of a ticket so that they don't have to spend as much time writing knowledge articles. as well. And of course, in the Xanadu release, both of these features have gotten enhancements. So, please check out the documentation or community to learn more about that. So while we're on the topic of agent productivity, we also released a bunch of new products in the Xanadu release, depending on your particular use case or persona or interest. And that includes many more Now Assist products, including for financial services operations, for security operations, public sector digital services, and sourcing and procurement operations. So if you have workflows and work streams in those that you feel could be improved by our Now Assist and our generative AI powered skills, definitely look into those. Security operations, just an example on the right-hand side, the ability to summarize security alerts and other skills related to these specific, perhaps industries, but I would say, hey, work streams, workflows, that's what we ServiceNow is all about. Great, so now let's jump into the exercise. So for that, I'm going to switch screens. So bear with me as I do some screen pausing and switching. And I'm going to start.
Victor, while you do that, can I surface a question that we have from Neil?
Sure.
Yeah. So Neil has a question about Now Assist generation. Can it not be sent to dynamic translation to extend beyond English?
Yes, we can. I actually did an academy on this, I think a month or two ago. So while the two skills I just showed you, um, currently do not work with dynamic translation, and there are some other skills that don't as well. And when I say don't work, you may get it to work, but we can't. It's not up to ServiceNow's level of quality that we want to present to customers. So your models may vary. We're not sure if support would be able to dissect every little nuance that may go awry in that translation. That's why I'm saying it's not supported. That being said, always welcome for you to experiment and to see, how that works. But again, moving forward, whether we use, a native translation as part of the LLM or whether you use dynamic translation, we do wish to eventually get full coverage of multilingual support across all our Now Assist skills. All right, so with that, let's go into a demo here. So let me first show you email reply recommendation. I'm going to show you how to set it up and then show you what it looks like. So I'm going to go to the good old Now Assist admin console. And I'm going to go to features. And for those of you who are familiar with the Now Assist admin console, the features lists all our skills that that are available to us, right? So I'm in technology now. I'll come back to this later, but just to briefly show you, this is where IT service management, SecOps, ITOM, SPM are, right? For each of those skills. Let's go to customer because I'm going to show you email reply recommendation as part of CSM. And you'll see here, let's see, email, where is it? Email recommendation right here. It's already active. I'm going to show you what it looks like anyway, or what the setup process looks like anyway. Let's say it was inactive. So if it was, we go into view details. And there'd be like an activate button here for the email recommendation skill. I would click activate. Since it's already active, it's in our list here. So I'm going to click into this and I'll show you just some of the configuration available. So yes, this record is part of the CSM application or scope. I'm not in it yet, right now, but I'm not changing anything, so I don't need to edit anything. Input table case, yep, short description. These are default inputs. These are the inputs that the reply recommendation skill will use. So that's good. Save and continue. Define availability. Will always be available. I could also customize the skill availability, saying, hey, certain fields needs to be X, Y, Z in order for this skill to be usable. I'm going to say it's going to be always available. Select display in product, yes. If this skill was available in panel, that would be an option here, but right now it's only in product, in other words, in the workspace. I can use this chevron here, the chevron arrow, to even say which user roles should have access to this skill. And right now, just for demonstration purposes, I've put the agent role and an admin role. And then I review and everything looks good here. I click done. That button would say activate if I hadn't activated it. And voila, I'm now activated or turned on this skill. So now let me go to a workspace and show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go to the CSM FSM configurable workspace. After all, this is a customer service demo. And I'm going to, the case was still open for me from last time. So I'm going to go to a case, any case that has like an email thread. And oh, by the way, also, if you want to use the email feature in your instance, you do need to go to the email properties. I won't go to it directly, but I'll show you. Yeah, you do want to go to email properties, make sure you've turned on the send and the receive. Make sure your users have email addresses as part of the user profile. That way you could take advantage of all this. So here is a case. I'm trying to remember what this case was about, something about customer accounts locked out, right? And there are some existing, let's see, activity here, existing email. Can you describe your issue in more detail? And Brad here's, I'm pretty sure Earl Duque, cameo alert, tried to hack my account, yada, yada, yada. So now as an agent, I can respond to the email within the ticket. Now this part, the email respond, that's not new. You've always been able to do that. But now I have a sparkle icon with the email recommendations. I can click on the sparkle icon and it'll generate a response for me based on, again, the email thread and the case details. Now it does take, it didn't take that long. Yeah, so now Sis wrote an email that message that I could insert, even sign, addressed it to the right person, sign my name. This email looks a little long, so I'm going to shorten it. That's better. If I want to go back to my long one, I could. I'll keep the short one, insert, and I'm done. I could, edit this afterwards, after the fact, if I want to, and then click send email. I won't do that here, but if I want to, I can click send. Right? So that's email reply recommendation in a nutshell. So if you're again for CSM and you want to take a look at this feature, it is available to you in the Xanadu release. Okay, so I don't know if that's saved. Oh yeah, it did say draft saved, although I guess if I click reply again, it wouldn't do that. And then yeah, all right. So that's email reply recommendation. Don't forget, we also have case summarization up here. That case, or I'm sorry, that skill is activated. And I'm trying to see if there are other, yeah, no other skills activated here. But if they were, they would appear somewhere up here, I believe. So yeah, that is email reply recommendation. Okay, so now let me show you chat reply recommendation. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have to switch instance because I need like an agent chat situation going on here. Let's see, this is admin. I am going to show you how to configure it once again. So I'm going to again go to now assist admin console, go to features. Now I'm going to configure it as part of IT service management. So I'm almost there. So let's see, I'm looking for chat reply recognition right here. There's sidebar discussion summarization, which I mentioned earlier. I didn't activate that. This chat reply has been activated already, but that's okay. We're going to do it again. I'm going to go in here and click details. And I'm going to go to chat reply recommendation. Again, sidebar was not activated, so it will show up here. But since this one is activated, it shows up down here. So I'll click on this. I don't recall there being that many configuration points for this, but I'll show them to you anyway. Yep, we want to define triggers. When does this skill get triggered? And it's when the agent manually triggers the skill to recommend a response. That makes sense. Next, we just select the display. Again, in product, again, available to let's see, agent workspace user makes sense. ITIL, again, for demonstration purposes. Save and continue. Review and activate. All this looks good to me. A brief description how it will work. That's great. And then I'll click done. So you see, like, it just demonstrates how straightforward and simple it is to activate these skills. Far be it from me to recommend you to actually try to build these features on your instance with a third-party LLM or tool. I suppose it's possible. It'd be a lot of work and a lot of grind. So, we really made setup of these capabilities very straightforward for you, and to use the Now LLM instead of paying for tokens or paying for API calls with another third-party LLM. So with that, let's see, we've enabled the skill. So now I'm going to go to the Employee Center. If you haven't already, please take a look at Employee Center. Wait for this to load. And now I'm going to request a live agent. So this is now Assistant Virtual Agent. I can tell because it does ask to, as a user to just kind of be aware and review answers for accuracy because after all, we are chatting with an LLM. So I could, request live agents two ways. I could either always go to the top menu here and click request, or I could just say request live agent. Oops. Request live agent. There it is. Now I'm going to go, I'm in another window. I'm going to click accept. And the agent's name is David Liu. So now I'm going to do some, open a double window. So let me pause screen share while I figure that out for a moment. Give me a second. I'm going to drag this to here, drag this up here. Things are going to get a little squished, so bear with me one more second. So this is the admin user on the left here chatting with the agent saying hello, right? And on the right here, I'll leave a little bit of space, is David Liu, his agent workspace, his service operations workspace to be specific, working on this interaction number and also saying hello. What can I help you with? And you'll notice that I have the sparkle icon here. This is agent chat recommendation. And right now, David is doing, he's doing fine with this interaction, right? But the user's like, I need help. And let's say the user has a question about phishing scams. I'm using this for demonstration purposes because not only do I know that we have a knowledge article on phishing scams. And again, not only does the agent reply recommendation take into account the chat, and there wasn't a virtual agent conversation, or at least not a lengthy one prior to that, so there wasn't much in the chat summarization. But so not only does agent chat recommendations follow the context of the chat, it could also do a search on KB articles. So I will say for the user, phishing scams, or I ran into a phishing scam. What is that? Now, David, he knows what phishing scams are. He can either rack his brain and try to formulate a response from scratch. He can copy and paste. He can try to Google and copy and paste, or find the knowledge article. That's a lot of, that's a good amount of work. Or use a sparkle. So he just clicks on that. I can resize this if I want to, make it a little bit bigger. I'll just make it that size. That should be good enough. And we'll see what Now Assist comes up with. And there it goes. We've got ourselves a description of phishing scams. Again, I can make it longer or shorter. Let's shorten it because, agent chat's supposed to be very fast. Oh, this one, it just asks, hey, have you received any suspicious emails, right? And you can kind of have a bit of a back and forth with an agent. If the agent purely used an LLM, the user would essentially be chatting with an LLM. So I'll just go back to elaborate. Oh, I should have just clicked the back arrow down there. That's all right. We'll have them regenerate an elaborate one. Whoa, very elaborate, too elaborate. Let me go back to this one was better. Insert and voila. Right? I could, let's see, maybe I don't want to ask too many follow-up questions. I could always edit this before I click send. Let's do that. And that's agent chat recommendations. All right. And of course, the agent could keep going, does this help? Thanks. And then at some point, one of us could end the conversation. I'll go ahead and I, user, will be the one to go ahead and end it. And there we go. I'll end chat here. Don't forget, we have chat summarization. That was a skill up here earlier. It's not, again, not too many things filled out here. And I believe, yeah, chat summarization is also filled out here as well. And this one takes into account everything that happened after the in-chat chat summarization. So again, a lot of Now Assist tools available to you as you activate more and more skills. Awesome. So those are the two skills I wanted to present. Hopefully you guys get a chance to try these out once you have Now Assist on your instance. Again, these are the Write with Now Assist family or capability of skills. More, I'm sure, is on the way that we'll be releasing. So that I'm going to go back to the slides. So give me 1 second just to do a quick switch. Full screen of slides. Nope, we're not done with the slides yet. Yep. All right, so that's something the exercise. And I said I was going to talk about upgrading analysis for environments in terms of guidance here. So here's some guidance. I don't know why the screen just blacked out. Give me a second here. So when upgrading from, say, either your family release or even a patch release, or just sometimes Now Assist, if you find that Now Assist isn't working after an upgrade or after a patch, just keep things in mind. Always review the product docs or the app or the release notes for changes to the newest version, especially when it's for a skill or it's for a product like Now Assist for ITSM that you are looking to that you're using in between your upgrades. Of course, you always want to follow your own normal upgrade procedures. You yourself probably have some change management processes you use, which is great. Always have a backup handy, do some performance testing before upgrades, etc. Update your store applications as needed and dependencies in Application Manager. Every time we have a family release, and even sometimes every time we have a patch, we may update store applications. And especially with Now Assist, with the speed at which generative AI is operating at, we are operating along similar velocity, which means every time there's a patch, there may be a new store apps. Always check out the application manager for that. Always conduct regression testing with stakeholders to ensure functionality is working as expected. Of course, we're going to do this in a dev or test environment before you push changes to prod. And then communicate changes with stakeholders regarding changes in new functionality. Sometimes ServiceNow may tweak little things here and there to improve the overall user experience. Sometimes you will see new features that are available every time we release a store app, at which point we've been doing slightly more often than the usual big bang twice a year release we do. So again, things to keep in mind whenever you upgrade either family releases or patch releases. All right, so that's all I've got for prepared remarks. Right, with Now Assist, agent productivity skills, upgrade guidance. Now we'll do questions, and some questions have been answered by my colleagues, Ashley and Andre. Thanks so much for that. Let's see, there's just a couple more open questions I'll try to address here. Is it possible to also add specific email templates to the Now Assist generated content? Good question, not yet. However, that's a good idea. I would not be surprised if they did that in the near future, safe harbor pending, but that does make a heck of a lot of sense, Christian. Will Now Assist for chat response utilize knowledge and catalog items in my environment? Knowledge, yes. Catalog, no, at least not at this time. So you saw in my example here, the whole phishing scams description, and that actually came from an existing knowledge article. Is there a way to automatically link the KB article where it got the info from? No, not this time. Again, a good idea, but no, it actually just takes it does a bit of a retrieval augmented generation where it takes content from the knowledge article, forms it into something that an agent chat could use and puts it in there. It doesn't provide the link. There's probably something the agent could do. Yeah, so the two specific features I showed, agent chat recommendation and email response recommendation, both of those are Xanadu features. So do we have any course or certification about Now Assist? We do have courses for Now Assist. I don't know if we have a certification, at least not yet. In terms of courses, if you go to Now Learning, the Now Learning site, we have courses for Now Assist. I know one of them is called Now Assist Essentials. I think there's another course for Now Assist. I'm not quite remembering yet. But to answer your question, yes, we do. So please take a look at our Now Learning website. All right. Look at that, 22 answered questions, so much. So yeah, I see in the chat, one of my colleagues also saying that chat reply recognition is also available for Now Assist for HRSD. So thank you for that expansion there. These instances are not available for customer use unless you're a ServiceNow employee. And even that, you probably should ask for the permission of the instance owner, like I did prior to this academy when using it. Great. So that is all I had. Look at that. We're ending early today. So if there are no other questions, again, thank you for your time. Again, this recording will be uploaded to YouTube as soon as we process it and YouTube publishes it for us. Again, thank you for your time and have a great rest of your day.